For some of us, the choice is a matter of fate. But for most of us, the decision on whether to have a child or not, we actually have to choose. The financial statistics may be very scary when it comes to how much it actually costs to raise a child, from birth to adulthood, which we consider to be 17 or 18 years old. An article on foxbusiness.com stated that a child born to a middle-income family in 2010 would cost more than $250,000 to raise to the age of 18. Yes, this seems like a lot of money to spend. So if you were to break that down by year, it averages out to $13,888 a year, or, the average mortgage payment. However, there are many benefits to having children that most people don't realize or even know happen that outweigh the financial burden, they call it a burden, that children actually cost. Did you know that children can keep you healthier? It's actually been proven they do lower blood pressure. Yes, it is surprising. Brigham Young University tested 200 married men and women and found that couples with children had significantly lower blood pressure than individuals without children. So the gray hair thing doesn't work anymore. And daily activities with children that may seem stressful actually help you relax and bring you back to your old childhood. Contrary to popular belief, children actually keep you sane. They do not drive you crazy. Researchers at Taiwan's Mental Health Foundation, interviewed 1,084 randomly selected senior citizens and found that couples or individuals that had children actually scored 6.4 points higher than couples or individuals that didn't. Results show that these individuals were happier, they had greater satisfaction with their life, and emotional well-being among those parents was much better. Children actually can make men sexier. Believe it or not, to most women surveyed, it is sexier for a man to be pushing a $200 stroller down the street with a baby rather than driving a $200,000 car down the street. Children also increase your self-esteem and make you happier. The morning smile or the first time you hear the word mama or dada can make your self-esteem go up. It has also been shown to help parents have more confidence in themselves on a daily basis. A study from the Max Planck Institute for Demographic Research found that couples over the age of 40 are happier and more content with their life if they had children than if they did not have children. And yes, earlier we talked about the financial burden that children cause. Did you know they actually can save you money in some ways? You get tax credits for having children, which generally works out to about $3,500 per year from benefits such as child tax credits, education credits, and child and dependent care credits. There's also other miscellaneous benefits that people don't understand, some people get upset over, but I thought they were kind of quirky and fun. There are better parking spots for families or pregnant women that are closer, more convenient, and most of the time are empty. And also, whether you have a brand new baby or a 5-year-old or an 18-year-old, if you're driving on the freeway, it's after 3 o'clock, you can use the carpool lane. Yes, that is a benefit. And they also show you a thirst for knowledge that you may have lost when you grew up. You get the big question that every parent dreads. But why, mommy? Why, daddy? It's not what makes it work, but why does it work? You tell them how it works, and they still want to know why it works. And then you get the questions that you don't know the answer to, like, what's the state of Mississippi? Do you sit them down, show them how to research it? Do you just come up with an idea? It makes you think back to your childhood and try and come up with the answers to help them understand and explore their knowledge of learning. And then you also get to relearn material from school. You get to go back through those wonderful multiplication tables. You get to learn how to do long division over again. They bring home those wonderful calculators that you have to try and figure out that you never had, and you tell them the stories of when I had to do math. I had to write it all out on paper. We didn't have calculators. None of that even existed. So, do I agree that children can cause a financial hardship in some ways for a family? Yes, they can. I have a 10-month-old and I understand the financial hardships. But I still think that the joy and the learning and everything else that they bring into your life is much more of a blessing than a hardship that could ever happen. Do they keep you sane? Some days. Sometimes when they're 3 months old, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they finally went to bed at midnight, and you're thinking, I really can't do this, and then you walk in there and they smile. It makes everything completely worthwhile. I actually feel more fulfilled being a mother than I ever did a college graduate. Even though I'm back in college again as a mother with another one on the way, I still feel more fulfilled as a mother than I ever would as any businesswoman, nurse, teacher, or doctor.